Hi, it's Tom with Cedar Mountain Survival. Today I want to demonstrate a couple knots that I use in my ridge lines and just survival knots that basically come in handy for adjusting tarp lines or fastening onto stakes in the ground. Anytime you need to go around something and you need an ability to tension the line, these two knots I use quite extensively while I'm out doing things in the woods or they're particularly useful when your hands get cold, you have gloves on, or any kind of instance where you don't need a lot of dexterity and you just want to get a knot tied that's easy to undo. So first one's going to be the Ferrimond friction knot. It's a knot, I guess, developed or demonstrated first by an actor by the name of Ferrimond. It's a Ferrimond friction knot. It's in 1980 and demonstrated this knot. So it's one of the knots that I want to show you, and the other knot's a Prusik knot. Both these knots I use quite extensively and find them to be helpful. So I'm just going to demonstrate how to tie these real quick. So go ahead and watch the video. Okay, the next knot I want to demonstrate is the Prusik loop. So with this knot you're going to want to make a loop. Just cut your line or whatever, make a loop. So you're going to use a square knot on one end of the loop so you can fasten it down. Sometimes with my the square knot I like to take the loose ends here and just do another half hitch on the end so that you know it's not going to slip out. Cinch that knot down so it's not going to go anywhere. Helps if you burn the ends of the knots too. I just for demonstration purposes just cut the line in front of you here, so but you would want to probably burn those so they don't fray. Once you've got your square knot, you can put the half hitches in it if you choose so that it won't come loose. So that's going to be what you use for your Prusik. Now you can put this on a line, whatever line it is you're trying to tie, so that you can tension down your line, and I'll show you how to do that on a line. Okay, the next knot I'm going to demonstrate, it's a Prusik knot. So the way you're going to make this knot is you're going to have a Prusik loop already pre-made up. You can drape it over your line that you want to fasten it to. Just go over once, twice, 3 times. Since this rope is kind of slippery, this 550 cord is kind of new, I'm going to go over 4 times. Once you've done that, you go back through with your loop this way, and it forms your Prusik knot. So once that's cinched down, once this knot gets cinched down, gets tight, you can see it. It's going to hold. It's not going to go anywhere. So this knot is useful because you can slide it along your ridge line or whatever line it is you have. And you can use it as a device to tighten down to, or a lot of climbers use this knot to climb up. They'll have 2 of them, whatever, and they'll just slide the top knot up, climb up to that, just keep going up the line. But you can hang stuff off of it. Just a very useful knot to have. And again, to demonstrate how you tension onto that, I've got a Ferrimond friction knot here. I'm just going to release that. What you do is you go back through the knot, through the loop here, and you can tension that down this way. And once you've done that, once you've got it tight where you want it, you just pinch it with your fingers and just create a little half hitch with a loop here on the end. So pinch it off, and then you just create a loop. So you'd go ahead and make a loop here, pull it down, jam it, and again that Prusik knot will tension just like that. You've got this this tensioning device here. You can make this just as tight as you want. Pinch it off. Make a loop. The jam knot. So that's a Prusik, and the good thing about this half hitch off the Prusik is that also is easy to release. Just pull out the line. That's the Prusik knot. Okay, so the first knot I want to demonstrate is called the Ferrimond friction knot. So what you're going to do is you're going to go around the tree or whatever it is you're wanting to tie off onto. So you see here I went around the post. You're going to take and make a loop on this end of the rope. You're going to go over your line here 3 times, 3 or 4 times. 1, 2, 3. You're going to hold that loop up like that. You're going to take this bite of end of rope, you're going to go underneath here, and you're going to put a loop through the loop that you made, and you're going to jam that all together. What that does is creates a knot that, once it's cinched down, you can slide anywhere you want it. It's going to be you're able to loosen it, as I'm demonstrating here, or tighten it. And it'll tighten right down onto your pull. Actually, it will cinch down. Just want to make sure you maintain that loop, and that'll hold just about any amount of weight. Using 550 cord here, so 550 pounds basically. You can continue to adjust that wherever you'd like to adjust it, if you can see that, but you can loosen it or tension it however you'd like to. And the good thing about the knot is that once you're done with it, you want to get rid of the knot, you just pull in the loose bite of rope. It's going to pull out this loop that's jammed in there. It'll release the knot. Just very simple way to tie around something and make a knot that you can easily pull out without, a lot of dexterity. You have gloves on or whatever. So again, you make a loop. I'm going to go over the line 3 or 4 times. More loops you put in it, the better it bites. But you're going to go again under this line here. You're going to go underneath, and then you're going to create a loop to go through this loop, and it's going to just cinch down. You want to make sure you maintain this loop that's right here when you make the knot. Eventually, once the knot cinches up here, demonstrate that you can pull on it and it'll stay. Even if it cinches right down to the post here, you're still able to move it along the line. So once that knot is tight, again, the more loops you have in here, the less it'll slide when you pull on it. In this instance, it doesn't really matter if you're tightening it down to a tree or something like that. But so you can go ahead and move that knot and tighten up your ridge line or what have you. It's just a great knot to tie around things. Again, the best thing about the knot is when you pull on this bite of line here, it should come right out. It's the Ferrimond friction knot. Hi, it's Tom with Cedar Mountain Survival. I like to carry a lot of these Prusik knots or loops with me, maybe in my truck or in my pack, anywhere I think I might have to, make a survival knot or a knot just to tie something down. can be useful in just tying like a canoe or a boat or wood or anything to the top of your car or truck. If you have some of these loops pre-made in your truck, you just pull them out and fasten it to your line that you want to tension down. Just tension down to this loop. Just makes a really easy way to tension whatever line it is you have, be it a ridge line or a survival knot or whatever, a Prusik loop. I make up some of these and carry them around in my kit so that I have them readily available for knot tying. So, just a useful tip.